We're going to do some Bale wagon testing. I lost my voice for the past few days, so bear with me here. This is the original Bale wagon I started with. It's been parked in the fence row for a while, for the past few years, so I got it out and I'm going to see what, I don't remember why I parked it, but we got another Bale wagon, and that's what I've been using the past few years is this one, but I want to see why this one doesn't work. I got 15 bales out there, and well, it's a double time experiment. There's a lot of variables on this setup because this is the first time I'm going to use an electric tractor to put a load on it. So 15 bales should fill that table and get me one layer in the rack. I don't know if the amperage is going to hold out on these batteries. They're kind of the limiting factor on the power on this thing. I might put bigger cables on it, but we're just going to see what happens here. Go all the way down there, and we'll set the camera up and see what happens. Well, it's not a great camera angle, but you can kind of see what's going on there. It's really hard for me to line this thing up on the pickup chute when I haven't ran this tractor before. I'm really used to the Oliver, so it's kind of I might miss a few bales on the pickup, but we'll see how it goes. All right, I'm gonna do second gear, low range. PTO should be on. Let's test the PTO before we go. All right, PTO is on. All right, tractor, let's see what you got. I gotta touch this lever to hook it. Alright, we're going to stop there and switch the camera angle and get the last beeping at me. I'm going to reset this. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, this has gone remarkably well. I didn't think it'd go this good, but let's see if we can finish off a table, 15 bales. Alright, let's see what we got. Missed one. Oh, dang. This is probably why I stopped using this Bale wagon. rough time to get on it. There's a learning curve. Well, I didn't think it'd go that good on the electric side, but the bale wagon wasn't adjusted all quite well. I mean, I just pulled it out of the weeds today, so I don't know how well that videoed at the end. So there's no live PTO on this thing, but it's got the hand clutch. Well, it's not a hand clutch, it's a power divider. It's like a hand clutch, but it's a little different. There's the first 15. Man, I want to try this out more. Just don't want to stack these bales by hand. So yeah, power divider. So there's only one input shaft on the motor. It rolls through the hydraulic pump area, and it comes back to here, and there's a wet clutch. So you got a high side, a neutral kinda, and a low side. And anyway, that's kind of it kind of works. It's a handful, I tell you. Anyway, let's go back and well, let's just drive this back. I think we're at the test of what I wanted to test, so I don't want to move any bales by hand. So I'm going to take this back to the barn and come back, get the electric cub. And it's pretty good. Let's take a ride. First, I'm going to lift up the chute. I turned it off. It needs a little bit of load on it. I got a cable from the clutch pedal to the throttle, so when I push in the clutch pedal it stops, it puts the throttle back to 0, but I have to touch the throttle to get it to move again. I'm probably going to turn the PTO off, and we're just going to put it in second, and we'll put it in high, and let's go. Here's my amperage gauge. It only goes up to 200. I don't think the batteries can put more than that out. But it likes to hover around 150. Man, it's really light on the front end. I don't think it could hold a full load without popping a wheelie. The tongue weight on this bale wagon is really high, especially when you got it loaded to 105. It's really tongue heavy. But I think we'd pop wheelies if we had a full load. I don't know, it'd do it though. Taking a load of hay in. First trip on the electric tractor. I did the manure spreader last few days. In the morning we load it up and then we dump it in the compost pile. Before that we had a hay rack ride, and I drove it to this farm that's about 1.5 miles down the road. So the rack wagon ride is probably 2 miles, 3 miles. 2 manure spreader loads, and driving around hooking stuff up and pulling the bale wagon out of the weeds and running the 15 bales, and I think it's like 70% battery. It's doing pretty good. I don't know how long this will run. I haven't timed it yet. I haven't had enough time to run it all day yet. But I'm happy with it so far. It's not real linear on the throttle. You'll build voltage and then it'll want to go down, and the workload will make the motor kind of speed up and slow down more than I want it to, but it's pretty cool. For now, I think I'm just going to park it here and go get the electric cab. It stops pretty good. It's got regenerative braking. So when the throttle's at 0 and it's rolling, it'll actually put amps back in the battery. And it slows down pretty good when you put it to 0 throttle. Brakes work good. Overall, this junky old tractor that was destined for the scrap pile has got a new lease on life. Alright, let's put this thing down slowly so it doesn't bang and spit the horses. That's the wrong way. It just wants to fall. Alright, that's pretty awesome. For me, I don't know how else people view this, but I think it's pretty cool. So my inspiration was the hydrogen fuel cell tractor that Allis Chalmers did in the 60s. I think it was 50. I can't remember the date. It was either 60. I think it was in the 59 or 60. But they did a hydrogen fuel cell powered. It ran on hydrogen and propane, and it put out electricity to run a 20 horsepower motor. I got 4 batteries. That's my limiting factor right now, but the motor is a 20 kilowatt continuous, which is like 36 horsepower that it can put out continuous, and it can peak short bursts of power up to like, I think it was 50 kilowatts. The batteries can't really power that much, but the battery's always a wild card, and you know that when battery technology gets a little better, I can probably squeeze some more power out of this thing. I could up the cable size on the battery cables. They're kind of small for now, but it does what I need it to do, and it lasts long this way, the battery charge. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Now the cats are coming to investigate. Hi, Oliver. Yeah, what you think? Hi, Kitty. This is my buddy Oliver. Lucy was around here somewhere. She's a little firecracker. Oh, Oliver's gonna go chase Lucy. Lucy ran away. Alright, that's cool.